Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens squared off in London, and while the Titans did lose the game, they also lost their starting quarterback Ryan Tannehill for a period of time. I'm not a doctor, but anytime a player leaves the stadium on crutches, yeah, I find it hard to believe that they're going to be playing the next couple weeks. It's later been stated that it's believed to be a high ankle sprain to that same ankle that ended his season last year. This time around, it doesn't sound like surgery is going to be needed, but he will miss time. With that being said, Malik Willis took snaps, and it looks like he's going to be the starter in Ryan Tannehill's absence, so I wanted to break down what we saw from him in this one. Taking a look at this first play, we're going to be running play action with flood to the right side of the field, and we're going to be flooding the zone defense. We have a flat sneak coming across the field, two vertical routes up the sideline, and then Nick Westbrook-Akine is going to be running this over across the field. Malik does a great job of finding Westbrook-Akine and delivers an accurate ball for a nice gain and nearly a first down. One thing that I like seeing the Titans doing early is getting Malik Willis on the move in space and operating how he knows best and not forcing him to be more of a traditional drop back passer, which is something that we saw from them last year. This is the type of play calling that he strives in, moving the pocket with half-field reads, so cater to that, especially early on in this one. On the next play, we get to see a little bit of what makes Malik so good, and that's him as a rusher as he picks up 5 years on the ground. At the initial look, it might just look like another run, but there's something a little concerning when you dig into this one deeper. First and foremost, at the back of this drop, we see that he actually has a decent pocket to work with. Yes, there's pressure up the middle, but a shuffle to the left, and he's got some green grass to get this ball off, but Malik has that short internal clock and that itch to get out of the pocket and make a play with his legs. So we bring our eyes down and we bail. If we stay in the pocket here and keep our eyes upfield, we see that Hopkins is actually going to be attacking Marlon Humphrey's blind spot and quite frankly breaks Humphrey's ankles to get open on this out route. But Malik has already decided that he's taking off, brings himself to pressure up the middle before breaking outside of the pocket for a modest gain on the ground. Watching it from the end zone angle, again, yes, there is pressure up the middle, but a quick natural slide to the left, reset, and keep your eyes upfield would have been enough to find Hopkins on this out route downfield. The sped up internal clock, willingness to bail on clean pockets, and willingness to bring his eyes down and stop scanning downfield has been an issue that we've seen from Willis in both college and during his short career in the NFL to this point, and it showed up in this one as well. Taking a look at this next play, it's more the same, and this one really hurts. We're 3rd and 8, and at the back of the drop, we don't have a clean look here for the ball. We do some heroics here with our legs to escape the pocket, which is impressive, but what he does now outside the pocket is what's concerning. As you can see, we have 7 or so yards before the line of scrimmage, and Willis decides to take his eyes down, and now he's turning into a runner, whereas if he were to keep his eyes up, he would see that he has DeAndre Hopkins on this over for a chunk gain on 3rd down, but because he keeps his eyes down and doesn't look up, he doesn't see it, and we're forced to punt this drive away. Again, these are the things that I saw from him during his time at Liberty, as well as the limited action during his rookie season that he got. It's still coming up in his tape today. It's something he has to improve upon if he wants to be able to be consistent in the NFL and earn himself a starting job moving forward. Another area of his game that he was inconsistent with last year was his accuracy, and again we saw more of the same from him in this one. He finished the game with 4 completions on 5 attempts, but when you watch those completions, the accuracy was just okay at best. Ball placement and precision passing continue to be something that limit Willis as a passer, as he left his first pass inside on an outbreaking route and sent another one at the receiver's feet. Yes, both ended up being completions because of the receiver's adjustment to the ball, but Willis made the catch much, much harder than it needed to be. Willis's most successful pass on the day came on the final drive of the game to a dump off to Tajay Spears, where Spears basically did all the work to get the offense down into the red zone with a chance to make this game a 1-score game. As for Willis in this one, there wasn't a lot to go off of due to the limited snaps, but in the small sample size, we saw a lot of the same football that we saw from him in 2022 that really limited him as a passer. Willis will have time with Ryan Tannehill seemingly set to miss a couple weeks, but the difference this time around is that Willis has a 2023 second-round pick, Will Levis, breathing down his neck to get a chance to prove that he can be the guy for this franchise. I don't want to overreact to one half of one game, but Willis was never really a guy that I was super fond of to begin with, so for me, Willis showing the same bugaboos as he had in college and last year in a bye week to work with. If Tannehill can't go week 8 after the bye, call me crazy, but I'm going to turn to Will Levis and give him a chance to take this job and earn it going forward. And if he doesn't do that, so be it. When Tannehill comes back, sit Levis, sit Willis, and know what you need to work on with each of them this next offseason moving into next season. I wish no injury on anyone, but if I'm Mike Vrabel, and this injury was going to happen, happening before the Week 7 bye was a time for it to happen to allow me time to get Will Levis ready for Week 8 versus the Atlanta Falcons. That's all I got for this one. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me why I was right. Tell me why I was wrong. I know this one is kind of short. I was kind of putting my neck out there for Will Levis on this one. But again, tell me in your comments what your thoughts were. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bells to get notified once that we drop new content. Thanks for checking this one out. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.